Hello YouTube, the Gun Nut here. Tonight I'm going to do a video on accuracy that I've been seeing from my CMMG MK4T. My most recent range trip I feel pretty good about, and I'm showing here on the table boxes that are related to this most recent range trip. Before I go there, I wanted to kind of go back through my journey, at least since I put a actual magnified optic on the AR. As far as what I've been seeing for accuracy. So I'm going to walk through some of the targets. So first targets here are from August 1st. This was a sight-in target with the scope at 100 yards. So really not talking too much accuracy in the center there. That was getting it down to kind of where it's showing in the center. There is one group I measured there, and that was for Freedom Munitions 223 55 grain reloads, full metal jacket. You can see about 2 1/4 inch for 5 shots. Not great. And that's kind of the theme for the first part of this, is some of the concerns I had that I wasn't seeing the accuracy I expected. So also from August 1st, you can see a 3-inch group in the upper right hand corner there. Four shots with Winchester 5.56. Actually, I'm not sure if all these were Winchester 5.56. I didn't take very good notes on these particular targets, so my memory's not that good. That was almost 3 months ago. You can see about a 2 1/8 inch group there. Actually, that one's 2 1/8. That one's 2 1/8, but there were 3 shots into 7/8 of an inch. That group also 2 1/8, kind of consistent, I guess. 3 shots into 1 3/8 inches. This group here, if you can call it that, 3.5 inches for 5 shots. And then on the 16th of August, here's another 2 1/8 inch. It's a 4-shot group, 3 shots into 1 inch. Then on 8/23, things got even worse. If I remember right, I did have an issue where my scope loosened up. I don't remember where that came up in this series of trips to the range, but that did cause me an issue, obviously. And it loosened up because I didn't have it tightened down enough, the QD mount. I haven't had any issues since, so that was my fault. Just didn't get that QD lever dialed in right. You can see here, not very good. This is Freedom Munitions again, 223, 5-shot group, 3 3/4 inch. Not too exciting. Very bad actually for what I was looking for. This is 62 grain SS-109 bullet. Freedom Munitions, 100 yards, 3 inches. 5.56 American Eagle, so just XM193. Looking at 2 7/8 inch for 5 shots. Freedom Munitions again, 3 shots actually here, pretty tight together, 3/4 inch, and then 1 3/4 for 4 shots, and 2.5 inch for 5 shots. Again, Freedom Munitions 223 had 3 that you can see in that area, then the next 5 over there to the right. So something, and actually that was at 50 yards, so very poor. Back to the 16th, 4 shots into 2 inches, and then 1 way out in BFE. Again, 3 shots into 1 7/8 inches, 5 into 3 inches. This is why I think it's important to shoot 5-shot groups, because 3-shot groups may not tell you entirely what's going to happen over subsequent rounds. So we got 2 1/4 inch 5-shot group there. So more of the same for some of these targets. I've got a lot of 2 to 3 inch groups. So a week ago, I finally got some different ammo. I finally did some reloading. And so what I tried out at the range this past week, well, I went with Freedom Munitions again, just kind of as a baseline, the 223 full metal jacket. See what that would do. I'd shot this PMC before, but not got very good results, so I wanted to try that again. I used up what was in here. It's empty. Full metal jacket, 55 grain. And I've heard so many good things about this American Eagle 50 grain tipped varmint that I wanted to give it another shot, pun intended. And then I was really excited about this Fiocchi ammunition that I purchased actually from Freedom Munitions. At the same time I got some of Freedom Munitions ammo, which I have a lot more Freedom Munitions ammo to try out, different grain bullets, but I didn't get to that this weekend. But here's a 77 grain Match King, so using a Sierra bullet, and then the 69 grain Match King. So I was really excited to try those out. As well as I put some reloads together using CFE 223 powder and using 68 grain Hornady bowtail hollow point match and 77 grain bowtail hollow point match. I was really excited about the reloads, hoping to see good things from there. So let's do a little recap on how the range trip went. And these targets are from 1022, and let's start over here. Well, let's go to the center first. So I shot the Freedom Munitions 55 grain full metal jacket 223, and I actually shot two separate groups, but I just put them together into one area, and I had 9 shots going to 2 1/4 inch. So I didn't think that was too bad since it was 9 shots. You can see some of them are grouped closer together, but still not seeing great things from that. But what I was super excited about was that group right there. That was, in my mind, the best group of the day. Straight 5 shots into 7/8 of an inch from the 77 grain Sierra Match King. And I only shot one group of that, and it shot so good I wanted to save the rest to try again when I was, not trying to do so much in one day. Then moving on to the reloads that I put together, the 68 grain Hornady match point. So I put together reloads, 3 different charge levels. I started out at the base, basically in the Hornady book, and I put 1 inch, 5 shots went into 1 inch, and then a 6 shot there at 1 1/4 inch. So I'd reloaded 6 rounds at that charge level. That's why I shot all 6. Then for the next charge level for the 68 grain Hornady, I had 5 shots go into 1.5 inches. You can see 4 there are pretty tight. Could have been shooter error. I mean, I'm not perfect. So I'm still thinking that 68 grain Hornady, if I pay a little more attention to detail, maybe experiment again with either one of those charge levels, that should be pretty good. Unfortunately, when I had bumped it up another half a grain, which I only usually go half grain increments, I did not get very good results with the 3rd level charge. I had 2 1/8 inch group, 5 shots. I don't think it was me, but anything's possible, I guess. So either one of those first 2 charge levels, I'm going to load some more ammo, maybe use some different brass. Then the 75 grain Hornady, first charge level, 4 of them went to 1 1/8 inch. The 5th one opened up to 1 7/8 inch. Obviously I was expecting better than that. Second charge level, I saw 4 shots. Well, if you look in the upper right, yeah, 4 shots into 1 1/8 inch, 5 opened it up to 1 3/4 inch. So kind of similar to the 3rd charge level. And then this group just not good at all. I'm thinking that upper right corner and the bullet in the black there, that was probably me. Really opened that group up. But again, it was interesting because I'm only kind of at the low end of the charge range, so I think I might have to try going up to the medium level just to see if it makes any difference with these bigger, longer bullets. Because the velocities I were getting were really low. I think I was only getting around 2,100 feet per second with the 75 grain bullet. So we got one more target to look at. The varmint tip. This time was better than before for me. So the American Eagle varmint tip 55 grain. I had 4 shots into 1 1/4 inch, 5th one 1 3/4 inch. So not bad. I always hope for better. Then the Fiocchi 69 grain. I had 3 shots into 3/4 of an inch, and then the next shot opened up to 1 1/8 inch. And honestly, I don't know where the other shot went. I wonder if I don't have 2 going into 1 hole. So I don't think I missed, but I did shoot 5 rounds. So I'm a little bit perplexed by that. So I'll have to shoot, a couple more groups of that 69 grain Fiocchi. It has some promise. Not good as good as the 77 grain. But then probably the surprise of the day. I wasn't really expecting great groups from this PMC bronze, and what I got was 5 shots into 15/16 of an inch, 6 shots into 1.5 inches, and then I'm just calling that 7th shot a flyer because I think that probably, in that case, I think that was me from what I recall. So all in all, I'm much happier with the gun and how it's working from an accuracy perspective now than maybe I was the last couple of months. I was really wondering about it, but I'm starting to see some groups there. I think 4 or 5 out of the 11 groups I shot this trip were in the 1 minute of an angle range, you know, an inch or, I know that's not true minute of angle, but an inch or less at 100 yards. So getting pretty excited about it. Going to do some more experimentation with different loads. Other than the Fiocchi with the Match King, I've really only used inexpensive ammunition, so maybe I get some other match type ammo to try and see what it gives me. And then I also got, you know, more time to reload and see what I can do there. So just wanted to give you an update on the accuracy of the CMMG. Let me know if you have any questions or if you have any other ideas on what I can do. What I really saw, the accuracy improvements for the ammo over here on the right since the last range trip where I didn't have as good of accuracy. I'm really explaining that by having a gun now that fits me much better, that I like the stock, this Magpul ACSL stock, great cheek weld, and then the grip, incredible grip, that Ergo Deluxe Tactical grip, and you can check out my YouTube videos on those. Hope you found this video useful, YouTube. If you did, please subscribe, give me the thumbs up, thanks. Well, been out here shooting today. Trying out some hand loads in my AR using 5.56 Lake City brass with 65 grain or 68 grain Hornady bowtail hollow point and 77 grain Hornady bowtail hollow point. Also shooting some factory rounds, Fiocchi 69 grain Sierra Match Kings and 77 grain Sierra Match Kings.